Welcome in, folks. My name is Lewis. I'm here to give you a different perspective, I believe, of this Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively situation that's been going on, in my opinion, way too long. But the latest and greatest news, if you want to call that, was the improv kiss, allegedly, on the scene, on one of the scenes of It Ends With Us. Did you all see that? I reported on it. Apparently, there was a complaint. All right. There was a complaint against Justin Baldoni, and the agreement ended up being, hey, listen, if it's not in the script, we ain't hugging, we ain't kissing. At least that's what Blake said she wanted. Because, I feel like you're being a creep. All right. At least that's what I got out of it. That's the allegations. You guys know the story better than I do. So you make up your own conclusions. But yeah, it appears it was agreed that anything that's in the script is what goes when making the scenes, and there was no extra lovey-dovey, because these two play a couple in the film. There's no extra lovey-dovey stuff and stuff. And apparently Justin Baldoni released a scene where a kiss was not in the script, and Blake improv'd it. And why do people improv? Again, it's to make it more realistic. It's to make it more spontaneous. It's part of acting and stuff. Some people don't know what that is. I didn't know what that was for a while, but yeah, that's the way it goes. And this is bad. This is bad. And I'm not talking only about an alleged kiss that was improv after claiming there's some harassment going on the set, allegedly. This is bad. Comicbook.com. Why am I taking this angle? Why am I looking at this? Because look, at the end of the day, this drama is celebrity gossip. It's celebrity drama. It's, how would I say, TMZ stuff. It's frowned upon by the comic book, superhero movie nerds, and I think to a certain extent, vice versa. For example, a lot of the people following this case do not really care about Deadpool films or Marvel films or Star Wars films or blah, 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 right? They're looking at this as a Hollywood live drama thing, real time, real drama, high stakes. Justin Baldoni, the hunky Hollywood guy versus Blake Lively, whatever side you're on, okay? But this right here, when you got a comic book site, and this is no small comic book site. I'm here to tell you this is a pretty big one. Comic Book Movie is a big comic book site. This story is getting to a different audience. This is the audience that will probably hurt Ryan Reynolds' pocket more than anything. Why? Because if they start not liking Ryan Reynolds because of this situation and they decide to boycott, then Disney stops making money. Then, because he may be in that new Avengers film. And that's just another can of worms. The problem is, will they care about this? Will they care? Will they be emotionally involved as the other people are? Now, what is one of the stories here? One of them is that it's possible that Blake tried to take over the production of It Ends With Us and frame Justin Baldoni. All right. That is one of a perspective, a side of it. I'm here to tell you that it does kind of look like that, in my opinion, but don't come at me in the comments, oh, you got to read the court docs. I'm not going to read the court docs. I have a life. I'm here to tell you that this story is now leaking into the normies, the people that affect movie studios more. All right. Because, yeah, It Ends With Us is a chick flick. It's only a little part of the market. The big market is the comic book stuff. But will these people care? I don't know. Because as they report this, everybody, and just so you know, a lot of people were not paying attention to this in the movie sphere. I'm talking about the non-gossipy thing. They still love Ryan Reynolds. They still love Deadpool. They don't give a shit about this, but maybe they will. Although I will say that if I had to take a guess, they're still going to watch any Ryan Reynolds movie if the film is right. If the how would I say, the topic, the synopsis, the genre is a genre they're interested in. I don't think the fact that it's possible that Ryan Reynolds was a bully or whatever, or try to silence, indirectly try to silence YouTubers. I don't think these people are going to give a rat's, to be honest with you. This is not the crowd that watches and ends with us. But I'm just telling you, if it does catch momentum, this is going to be huge. But look, I don't give an F, a woman scorned. So this is, see, they don't get it. They're on Blake's side, right? They're not necessarily, per the comments, they're not on Blake's side. Like probably a lot of people watching this video are. Too many people worship these actors. Facts. Oh my God. Holy cow, dude. Holy cow. No comment on this one. Wow. Wow. These people have no mercy, man. Oh my God. Some people do follow it. The amount of that this woman has misrepresented is astonishing. So yeah, some people are following it, man. This is definitely going to get in the algorithm. Why is this story on the site? Again, it's not. See, these moviegoers do not care about TMZ drama. All right. So I'm just here to tell you, this is rare to see this story in a comic book website, comic book movie website, more normie stuff. And I also want to tell you, man, if Blake complained about Justin Baldoni and they came to the agreement that if it's not in the script, it's a no-go, and then she still planted a kiss on him, I don't know. I haven't looked at the script. I don't know. I wasn't there. But if this is all real, man, this is crazy and ridiculous. And I don't know where we're going, man. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments below. People are asking me to cover this. They like the way I cover it. Who knew? Talk to you later. Nerd out.